This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Hey, Betsy!
Hey, Marcy!
Dude, how are you doing out on the East Coast?
On the East Coast, I'm doing pretty good. I texted you about, I want to go do a ghost tour in Asheville. They have a couple of places.
When are people going to start throwing money at us so that we can just go on recreational ghost tours?
Yeah, we'll record a podcast and do it if we want. Sure. I don't know. That would rule.
Why aren't...
So I'll keep you updated when maybe I'll do it this weekend.
Oh,
I kind of want to. I got to put feelers out with the crew and everybody of like,
who's into
anybody want to
ghosts?
go do a ghost tour?
Do you? Yeah. Are we not allowed to say who's on the cast? Because I feel like some people are into spooky, or at least have historically been filmed in spooky things.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I think I'm allowed to say it.
Yeah, you're doing a
right.
I think you are, because it was announced in Deadline. So why
Oh,
wouldn't
okay.
you?
Yeah.
Duh.
Then it's game on.
Yeah, you're doing a movie with Kathy Bates, who is
We're back, baby.
baby. Oh man, that's fun.
Yeah.
Has anything spooky happened in that hotel of yours that I see?
You know what? No, and thank goodness.
Yes.
You know what's spooky? It kind of permanently smells like cigarettes. Ooh.
Oh. Is it a non-smoking room?
Yeah.
Well, then
but
that
I
is-
think it
that
used
is
to
spooky.
never be. Like,
That is a thing. Like, hey, I am not above an occasional ciggy. I'm not above
Right.
it. I'll have one.
Right.
And when I was younger, I certainly did partake in the puffy puff.
the puffity puff.
But smoking inside is such a huge commitment for the rest of your life for your house to just smell that way.
Like, people, well, I feel this is so old at times, but like, would smoke in bed. Imagine you're like smoking in bed, dude.
And people would burn up that way. People would literally
Yes,
just like
fall asleep and then catch on fire.
I remember once my roommate in college did not fall asleep smoking a cigarette, but she did fall asleep eating a sandwich. And we were like, Jennifer, because we were worried she was going to choke. And she woke up, barely even opened her eyes. I don't even know if she opened her eyes and then took another bite.
No, Jennifer, stop.
Jennifer,
Go to
stop.
sleep.
Jennifer, stop. You're going to kill yourself, Jennifer.
Jennifer, I remember I went and visited. I feel I was just talking about this. I hope not on this podcast, but I went and visited my sister in Syracuse when she was going to Syracuse, the place, the university, and I was like, "Is it
The
Syracuse
mall.
University?"
When she was
I don't know.
going to the mall in Syracuse.
Where is this in the mall? And I think I was like 15 at the time, and she and her friends snuck me into like a bar. I don't know.
I
Like,
bet you look
we did the
so
whole like
young too.
licking, licking the stamp, and then being like,
You let someone lick your hand?
yeah, my sister.
Okay. Same spit.
Uh, same spit, and I got in and I was like, there's no way. And she's like, go get yourself a beer, do whatever. And I was still not a very, like, I hadn't really drunk much. And so I only had like maybe 2 beers. I was also so worried because I was so young.
So
like,
young.
I looked young. I looked nothing like a college kid. But I remember afterwards we went to get pizza, and my sister's roommate, who is so funny, was pretty hammered, like, and was falling asleep while eating her pizza. And we were crying, laughing. And I was like, what? I didn't know this could happen. And it was very fun. Very fun.
You learn that drunkenness, you'll do some silly things some things that normally are easy peasy and can easily kill you when you're drinking.
Yes. Yeah. I woke up one time after a New Year's party, sitting straight up on the couch, both my feet on the ground, and a full beer in a bottle in my hand. And I woke up at like 9 a.m.
Whoa.
And I was just like...
Maybe you'd only been asleep for 30 minutes, though.
Yeah, maybe. But I was just like, whoa, okay.
Okay, this is the
All
effects. Right. These are the effects.
I was pretty comfortable. All right.
Okay. So basically we're promoting smoking and drinking and just letting you know that it can also easily kill you.
Yeah.
That's the fun part is this is a roll of the dice.
It's a big roll. It's a big
roll of the dice.
Yeah. Big old roll of the dice. Anything spooky happened to you?
I'm trying to think if anything spooky has happened to me. Honestly, I do feel like something has, but I cannot think of it.
Okay.
I do want to tell our friends that you are so nice and you're letting me use your car while you're out of town because I did
yes,
get into
true.
a Fendi Bendy, which is
that's scary.
It's like the slowest thing where I was like, as it was happening, I was like, oh no, I cut my wheel. Cut my wheel too soon, and this is going to cost so many thousands of dollars. Oh my God,
what a bummer.
This may come out, hopefully by the time this comes out, we're recording this on May 4th, but this may come out in a couple of weeks. Hopefully by the time this comes out, the writer's strike is over. But it may not be. For the people who people have reached out to be like, how can I support? And I think tweeting about it is great. Right now, there's no like big calls for consumer boycott or anything like that. None of that. But to kind of know a little bit about why we're striking, I think is really important because it's really easy for the studios and media publications to paint writers as greedy and wanting more. And the reality is that I lost health insurance a year and a half ago. I haven't worked in 2.5 years because
like mini rooms and
these mini rooms, they're really putting a crunch. And also on these streamers, like, most people are watching shows on streaming networks. Like, people are not getting residuals. And what are residuals for writers? Well, when we write episodes of television, we get paid once for it. And if it goes on television again, we are supposed to be paid again. Because guess what? Everyone is making money again.
Yes, especially with the idea of it rerunning over and over, where it's like, oh, for years people are going to be able to watch this,
and people are and someone is making money, right? So why not the people who actually put pen to paper and created it? But not only that we should be making money, it's that writers only work for, because like most episodes of television are 10 episodes, right?
Yeah.
So at a certain level, writers only get paid per episode, and they get paid pretty decently. But jobs are so few and far between now that like I said, I've gone 2.5 years without a job. So that means I haven't been paid. And so I've gotten a couple residual checks, but they've been very small, and basically I'm so lucky that I podcast and I can survive. But it is, I was like looking at my bank account because I honestly was very smart with my money while writing and saved almost 90% of what I made because I was living very frugally and living off podcasting money, right? So I was working 80 hours a week, right? I literally was working 80 hours a week or more sometimes just to be like, hey, and I'm loving it and being like comfortable and secure. And then the pandemic hit and the crunch of everything, while streamers are making billions of dollars more a year. Yeah. We're making so much less and are out of work and losing health insurance and not being able to afford homes and not being able to afford to live in Los Angeles, where the median income is a bit higher to be middle class here. So it is like, it's not writers being greedy. It's literally being crunched so far are that we are I know people who are walking dogs who've worked on hugely popular shows, people who've gone back to babysitting. I'm not there yet, but give me 6 weeks. I don't know. Like it's a scary time right now to be in the entertainment industry, while people who are not in charge of doing anything creative are just reaping hand over fist benefits of the workers. I keep saying this is so, I really like identify this so closely with workers at Amazon and how much money companies, and granted, they're treated so much worse, but like nothing gets made, nothing happens without laborers.
Yeah.
And then huge billionaires just keep making more and more money, and
so much money. And
what is the statistics, or not statistics, the percentage? Like writers make 23% less now than they did
in the last 10 years. Yeah.
That's crazy when you think about inflation and stuff. Like that's really bad.
And with how much entertainment is coming out.
Yes.
And
how much free work is done, like people doing rewrites after their job is done, but they're still and they're still doing work on stuff because they love it and they want the shows to turn out well. Or like just because I haven't had a job writing, I still write all the time because I'm trying to get that next job, which is harder to get than ever. So that's all. That's just my little lecture. If you don't understand what is going on, like we're really being squeezed on the creative and talent side of things, because I know actors, very similar situations.
And crew, IATSE, it's that same thing where it's like,
and how dangerous it is when things aren't unionized.
Yes.
Yeah. People's lives are at risk whenever, because these corporations would be like, you can work 20 hours a day. You'll never sleep. And then what happens when people have access? Anyway, so it sucks. And stand with WGA. Yeah. If you think shows or TV or movies suck now, wait till they have AI writing it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. At some point, like corporate greed has to stop. They're like, we're just like, it's like art imitates life, life imitates art. We are truly just a symptom of the entire economy.
Yes, it really is like what is that? A little like a micro version or macro, where it truly is like, oh, this is exactly like.
It's happening in every industry.
It's capitalism. It's capitalism. Full on.
And I'm not trying to build or buy like a $20 million home. I'm trying to stay in a rent controlled home.
Yes.
That is honestly, I pay so much less than most people in my neighborhood. I'm just trying to like stay here and keep health insurance and keep wrecking cars.
Keep crunching cars and don't crunch my car.
I won't. I hope. So anyway, if anyone talks about, if you see any headlines that talk about writers being greedy, we literally they've lost 10 times more money in 2 days of the strike than it would have cost to give us what we want.
Yes.
That's how fucking greedy they are. They just don't want to set a precedent.
It's truly like 8 dudes who are making so much money and not budging one bit for the people who are actually making the stuff that they are, oh God, it's really, really wild.
All we do, we just want to work. We want to work we want to make things good. We want enough people to get good ideas in there. That's all we do. We just want to work. We want to be able to survive doing these jobs. That's all.
Yeah, and that shouldn't be.
Yeah, people want to have I don't even want to have fucking kids, you guys. I'm a single woman doing this. Imagine if I had children. I would be. I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah, it is. We have quite a few friends where, they have family, all this stuff, and they're like, I think I need to like go back to school or look at a new career because of this shit. And it's oh God.
Yeah, it's tough time.
But we gotta make some waves, you know?
Yeah. Luckily, a lot of unions are standing with us. And like I said, hopefully by the time this airs, some things have been resolved. But if not, look, what happens now will affect your fall programming drastically.
Big time. Oh, big time.
Because this is when people should be writing right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, it sucks. Like I said, I haven't worked for 2.5 years, so I'm like, strike forever. What do I care?
Yeah, we're in it.
Get rid of mini rooms.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah, so
That's my soapbox. Just wanted
stand
to
with
say.
the WGA.
Stand with the WGA.
Everybody
stand
else
with workers.
does. Stand with workers. That's it.
That's all it is like stand with workers. Like,
Yep.
I'm a big believer of unions. Even though I lost my insurance, whatever.
Oh God.
They make you make money, guys, or they won't cover you. It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
should we get into some other spooky stuff?
Let's do it. Yeah. Let's get into some unexplainable spooky stuff
Yeah.
rather than knowing exactly what's going on. Spooky stuff. I'm like, we know what the problem is.
Yeah, I know what the problem is. This hopefully has nothing to do with corporate greed. I'm going to bring up a listener story right now.
Yes.
Hello, Barcy and Betsy. I wanted to share something that happened pretty recently. With a trigger warning, I will be talking about pet death. So, I had a pair of just the absolute best dogs in the world. Their names were Hank and Ava, and they were just two peas in a pod. They did everything together. They were just so in love, and they were just the best, and I miss them so much. Hank loved toys. He loved all toys, but he would pick favorites, and one of his favorites was this little hammerhead shark squeaky toy, and it had a rope threaded through the head, and on either side of that rope were two little squeaky eyeballs. And every time I bought him one of these toys, I bought him many over the years, but every time I bought him one, he would rip out the eyeballs and just only play with the body of the shark. So I would just throw the eyeballs away and let him keep the body. The last time I bought him one was back in 2021. And same thing. He just ripped out the eyeballs, kept the body, as usual. Then in 2022, in May, we found out that he had lymphoma, and we were lucky. We had like a full month to really just go to all of his favorite places, spend time with him, do all of his favorite things. And we did get to be with him at the end. He passed in our living room with all of us together. Ava was there. And so it was heartbreaking, but it was beautiful and exactly how you want it to be if you have the option. After that, Ava was never really the same. She'd always had anxiety, but it kind of skyrocketed, especially when we were away, and she was not doing well being at home alone. So we ended up rescuing another pup a few months later just to try to help her with her separation anxiety. And fast forward again to November of 22. So we're like 6 months out from losing Hank now, and we lost Ava very unexpectedly, very traumatically. It's just something we never could have expected. I wouldn't wish the experience on my worst enemy. It's absolutely the most horrific thing I've ever been through. I apologize. My puppy is reliving the emotions with me, apparently. So yes, we lost her very suddenly, very traumatically. It was a very emotionally charged time in our household after that. And a few weeks later, I'm standing in the kitchen, I'm washing dishes, my husband's in the shower, and I just broke down. I just, stopped what I was doing, just kind of buckled over and just sobbing, missing her, guilt, regret, all of the feelings. And I think the biggest thing that I was caught up on is that we were not there for her when she passed like we were for Hank. We came home and found her. So I just couldn't get it out of my mind that, we were not there. So anyway, I'm total breakdown mode, sobbing just uncontrollably. And I hear squeaking, like a very fast-paced squeaking, like a toy coming from my bedroom. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's our puppy. Let me go check on what he has. So I go into our room, and our puppy is laying in Ava's bed, and he's chewing on something. And I go over, and I can't see what it is. I go over and make him drop it, and it is the eyeball from the shark toy. And like I said, I haven't bought one of those since 2021. The first thing Hank would do would rip those eyeballs out. I would throw them away. And we had moved houses since then. We were in a completely different house. I have no idea where that eyeball would have come from. So I take it from him. I'm just holding it in my hand. I'm sobbing even harder now. My husband comes out of the shower. He's like, what's wrong? And I kind of just lift my hand to show him. And he starts tearing up immediately as well. He's like, where did that come from? I say, I don't know. And so I like to think, I'm choosing to think that was Hank's way of kind of telling me, like, it's okay. I got her. Ava's with me now. It's okay. And so a couple of days after that, we went out to dinner and looked at the receipt, and our server's name was Ava, spelled EVA, exactly like our girl who had passed. So after those 2 moments, I was kind of just like, okay, I'm still grieving and I'm still hurt, but thank you for letting me know that you guys are together and okay. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm still waiting for them to visit me in my dreams. Maybe I will more intentionally invite them, but I just wanted to share that experience with you guys. Thanks for the podcast. Bye.
Oh my God.
Where did that eyeball come from?
Where did that eyeball come from? Also, to hear the puppy being sad during the recording.
Oh my God, dogs know everything. They know everything.
Oh God.
Wow.
Also, like, I think, yeah, I do think that was like a sign of being like, yeah, we're still happy, you know, we're on the other side. And also, it's really easy for us, you know, here on, you know, the living plane to get really hung up on the last moments of life.
Yes.
And but that's just moments, you know.
Right. Where it's like you had a whole life with, you know. It's very easy for us as human and to get, I talk about this in therapy, like to get hung up on like the negative and the, you know, the negative stuff rather than like, well, your whole trip wasn't that shitty. No, it was just this one moment, but that's what I have to talk about. Where it is like, no, but like,
and the actual bad moments in life, even like physical pain and suffering, like while like it possibly excruciating in the moment, it's the fear of it and the reliving it sometimes that actually makes it, you know, you know, because we kind of I don't know, there is something like amazing about enduring it in the moment, and then like no matter what happened, like they're okay, and that was just a moment, like no, like even if it was a day or a week or whatever, like you know, my therapist said after Bo died that like she was like, I really believe that like they don't suffer like that. That like, you know, that at the end they go before maybe the body does. So I don't know. That makes me feel better.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh man, I wish I could make TikTok not send me any more sad animal stories though.
Can't you say not interested?
Well, then I don't get any sad because sometimes they don't understand the difference between. Yeah, I want to uplift a story, but don't tell me about a sad horse who misses his mate. Please, I can't handle this.
Dude, I clicked on one Mark Wahlberg video on Instagram.
You thought it was going to be about Wahlburgers?
What the fuck is this guy up to? Honestly, yeah. And then now, like, I keep seeing like his Instagram pop up in my thing, and I'm like, no, and I just keep being like, not interested.
I was
Not interested.
slightly curious about what Marky Mark was up to, but I don't need to know every day.
I was. It was like a video of him like working out shredded. I was like, what does this guy sound like? And then it was like, hey, everybody. Like, just, you know, and I was like, okay. And now it's like, keep watching. It's like, no, I don't want to.
Oh, no thanks.
No, thank you. It like, and I just I always remember like that, what that pet psychic said to you about Bo, of like, that was his time.
And it was just
and he had fun. Like, that was,
it was just a day like any other until it happened. Like, just a day. There was no like worrying about it. There's not like the anxiety that we have about stuff like they don't experience. Like,
right.
It's just a day like any other. And then like, or even when like Buster was sick, that Buster was like, wow, that was crazy, right? But then doesn't have any kind of residual like PTSD about it.
Truly, but then it like I feel that way with like Wilma's, where it is just like, don't you remember that made you diarrhea? No, you don't, and you're gonna eat some more Taco Bell packets. Okay,
like, no, I am too.
Just stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, well, I do it too, so I guess you're watching. Yeah, Kelly and I definitely keep eating stuff that makes us diarrhea, so might as well.
I saw Wilma yesterday. Every time I see her, I cannot believe how big she's the biggest dog.
Isn't she?
I've never seen a golden retriever as big as she is.
Really? Yeah, she's a big, beautiful lady. Did she jump on you or not?
No, she was very good. She was very good. It was very funny because Gilly told her to sit, and she sat right in between my I was standing up. She sat like right in between my legs. I was like, she's healing perfectly.
Yes.
She's a good girl.
She's such a good girl. She's such a good girl. I miss her.
Oh.
And Miss Gilly and Miss Marcy.
LA's the best. Well,
I love LA.
It's raining this morning, so
Oh.
All right, I'm going to read an email.
Yes.
And it is entitled Childhood Home Spooks.
Ooh, okay. Bring it on.
Dear Marcy and Betsy, I came across your podcast only a month or two ago and have quickly become a huge fan. Thank you.
Cool.
I've been listening every chance I get, always looking forward to a good spooking and equally as much a good laugh. That's what we like to.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Anywho, I'm from a small rural town not too far from Ottawa, Ontario. Just saying words that aren't written.
Canada.
But I just put that in there. It wasn't written.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the purest. Ottawa, Ontario. The majority of my childhood was spent in two separate homes as my parents divorced when I was about 4 years old. My younger brother and I would spend 1 week with my dad on our family dairy farm, and the next week would head to my mom's house in the village. Quaint.
Very quaint. That sentence was so quaint.
Dairy farm and village?
And village?
Please.
Wow.
What is this?
Wow.
Are you Belle?
Yeah, what are we in?
Provincial life?
Yeah.
There must be more than this provincial life.
Dude, remember, I learned so many words from Disney songs.
Also, especially Beauty and the Beast, because she was a reader. So
she's a big old reader, dude.
Didn't shudder at my paw. Oh God, what a good
Beauty and the Beast is great.
That's great, man.
That's a good one.
That's good. My dad's home, he still lives there today, is an old farmhouse. I don't remember when it was built exactly, but I know it was well over 100 years old when I was a kid. The homestead was passed down from my dad, from my grandparents, who originally owned the farm and raised my dad and his brothers in the house. I'm not sure who owned the property before my grandparents. It's a 2-story log home. Oh.
Wow, nice.
The main floor has undergone some small renovations, mainly cosmetic. The upstairs really hasn't changed, with the original old creaky hardwood floors and drafty windows.
Ooh.
The basement has stone boulder type walls and a partially cement, partially dirt floor. Note, none of these details are particularly important. Just trying to paint a picture for you.
Yeah, this is a good picture, dude.
'Cause
It sounded kind of like The Conjuring
It
house.
does sound scary. It does sound scary. Wait. Okay, I'll tell the story later. But remind me about a story about a character in a movie. Okay. Okay.
Fun. Okay.
You said Conjuring and it made it come up. Okay.
Okay.
Throughout the many years I lived at my dad's, I remember avoiding upstairs when I was home alone or babysitting because the floors creaked a lot.
Ooh.
It's an old home, so very likely it was just the house shifting. Nonetheless, it freaked me out. My stepbrother from my dad's second marriage also told me on numerous occasions when he was little that he sometimes saw what looked like a man wearing some kind of top hat standing in the doorway to his room upstairs when he woke up in the middle of the night. Why always a man with a top hat?
Man with a hat.
Why?
Ew. God,
Why
no.
is Curious George's guy hanging out?
Whoa.
The man
Ew,
with the
okay.
yellow hat.
A little monkey.
The only experience that ever really happened to me in that home was when I was around 17 years old. I remember I was either home alone or my dad was in his room asleep. My dad and stepmom have my dad and stepmom had recently separated, and my other siblings were oh my God, my other siblings were with her that weekend. Bravo.
There you go. There you go.
I was trying to fall
Fiction is done with the tip of the tongue and the teeth and the lips.
I was trying to fall asleep on a day bed we had in the upstairs hallway. I was lying on my side facing the wall. Just as I was finally starting to feel drowsy and like I might nod off, it started to feel cold and drafty. Suddenly, I felt something sit on the bed beside me. I still recall the sound of the bed creaking and the feeling of the mattress sinking down under something or someone's weight. I stayed frozen,
God.
facing the wall for 7 minutes, eyes crammed shut, refusing to crammed is funny. Refusing to turn.
Crammed is so
It's
funny.
very funny because I can picture what crammed means.
I know exactly what cramming down like. That's so funny.
Refusing to turn around to see what might be on the bed behind me. Eventually, I turned onto my back, peeking out of the corner of my eye and seeing nothing. I then made a mad dash for the stairs and tried my best to fall back to sleep on the couch for the rest of the night. I never slept upstairs again in that house after that.
Whoa.
After my parents,
Fair enough.
Fair enough. I wouldn't either. Disgust. After my parents separated, my mom had an apartment in the little village not too far from my dad's. We lived there for about a year and then ended up buying the house across the street. I don't recall when it was built, but we moved in and it looked like it hadn't been updated since the 70s. We bought it in 94. With very dated for 94. With fake wood paneled walls and flea infested orange and green shag carpet through most of the house. Barf.
Oh no, flea infested.
No thanks. My mom.
on.
Get fleas out of here, please.
Get him out of here.
My mom cleaned it up and added her touch, and soon it was home. We lived there for roughly 10 years. I never experienced anything paranormal while we lived there, but my mom did. She told me she told me the washing machine in the basement used to turn on by itself now and then. And our two beagles would often bark and growl at an empty corner in our living room. She also used to be woken up some nights by the sound of running footsteps in the upstairs hallway.
I just got chills. Running footsteps.
She said she would go check on me and my brother, assuming we were awake, but then remembered we were at our dad's. She was by herself and the dogs in their kennels downstairs. Oh my God.
God, I am covered in chills.
Me too.
What the fuck?
That's all the stories I have. My husband has a pretty creepy one I'll try to send in soon. Thanks again so much for your wonderful podcast. Can't wait to keep binging it, Kristie.
Kristie!
Nasty, Kristie, you're nasty.
So gross, Kristie. You're so gross. Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Ew, the running with nobody around. That is awful.
Especially when you have that realization that your kids aren't there.
Yes. And the dogs are in the kennels like, nuh-uh. And the crates like, no. Come on. In the washing machine. Very Home Alone.
Very Home Alone. Kevin! Oh my God.
Wow.
That's so scary. Also, like, you know, we've said it before, places don't need to be old to be spooky and haunted feeling.
Right. What if it was just a bunch of fleas starting the washing machine and running up and down the hallway?
Way scarier, Betsy.
Truly awful.
Way scarier.
Truly awful.
Oh, no.
Wow.
I don't want no haunted fleas.
No. Wow, that's spooky in a little village in Ottawa.
Oh, man. Ontario.
Yes. What was your story? Yeah.
So I had a friend who met. Okay, I never saw the movie Barbarian.
Oh, you never did?
I never saw it. Sometimes
you should see it.
When I know things are going to be very scary, I cannot do it alone. You know?
Okay. We should watch it.
Okay. I just like can't commit
awesome.
to it. You know what I mean? Like it's hard
Fair
to commit.
Fair enough.
But there's a woman in it, a very spooky woman in it. Do you know that's my friend met the actor who played the woman?
Yeah.
It's a guy.
Yeah,
it's
Matthew Patrick Davis.
It's a tall, skinny man.
Yeah.
And apparently, I was like, oh my gosh, when she was telling me the story, I was like, wait, I have seen videos because Guillermo del Toro is a big fan of this person who does is a movement actor.
Yes.
And very, very, very tall, very, very, very thin, and like just really great with movement.
Like the perfect body for monsters.
Yeah,
like very Doug Jonesy, like
yeah, and like, you know, being able to still have that like kind of bony, like scary skin hanging,
yes.
You know. And she asked if those tits were heavy, and he said no, they were very light.
Oh, good. That's nice. Yeah, Mono and I had him on We Love Trash.
Oh my god,
because he's a friend, and we're like, oh yeah, let's get him on and talk to him about it.
That's so funny. What a small world. But I was just like, oh, that's so crazy that when you think about it, you're like, oh, I was like, huh, all the roles in Hollywood are being taken by, can a nasty, ugly woman have a job, please?
I wonder, should we start submitting like, hey, can I be a monster in the movie? You don't have to do much.
Please don't. No more fat suits or hangy. Or you want saggy tits?
You want nasty titties?
Yeah.
I got them for you.
Please stop using prosthetics for what I could deliver naturally.
Yes, yeah.
I can be scary too, I swear.
I could be so horrifying.
Oh my
Let
god.
me do it.
You
want
to scream? Look at my
nude
naked body.
will fuck up some people for sure.
Look, with the right lighting, you'll never sleep again.
Have you seen that picture of like a naked cat like sitting all slumped and fat looking?
Yes.
I was telling
with its
Gillian
tits hanging out.
I was telling Gillian Mono, this is years ago. I was like, that's like so close to what my body looks like. And they both like genuinely got like a little upset and were like, no, it isn't.
You're like,
and I was like,
don't make me show you.
I was like, yeah, like I'm fine saying that it is like, but yes, it is. And they're like, there's no way. And I was like, yes, if I were to sit like that, naked.
Don't make me prove this.
Yeah, I don't want to prove it to you. Just let me.
Just
okay,
let me
fine.
have
My
this.
body doesn't look like that.
Fine, I'll show you.
I know what it looks like.
Trust me. And you know what? I think we haven't gotten there as a society, but like when people are like, we should just be okay with people not having to be the most attractive, like westernized version of beauty.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that fine?
Yeah.
Like, why can't, like, not until the day when women can take pictures of their shit in toilet bowls and send it to friends to brag, will we ever reach equality? We need to be nasty too.
You can do that to me if you want.
But it won't
But
be
you
accepted.
gotta send a heads up.
Heads up.
I can't just straight up open a message and it's your duty.
Turds
In
up.
a toilet. Turns up. You gotta send a turns up.
But you know, like if men can be nasty, disgusting, and still have wonderful careers and lives, and not really like let us. Let
us. Come on.
put so much. Like think of how stinky you could be if you knew you could get away with it.
See, I will say I don't like being stinky.
Because of the stigma around it. But if you're like, man,
I
there's
think I
That's
don't
true.
like it. You personally.
just saying, if you had the option though, like wouldn't it be nice?
Just saying, like, but I don't want to smell like
Yeah,
stinky.
sure. But like, you know, there are men who don't wipe their asses. Like women
I
could
know.
never. I mean, granted, I don't want that either, but they still have thriving lives.
I know. We'll
Let us
fine.
be disgusting.
Let us be that big naked cat. Come on.
please.
Okay, Marcy, you ready? I got one for you. And I am intrigued.
I'm glad we can change the subject.
This is called Donut Ghost. Okay.
Homer Simpson.
Homer Simpson. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I'm finally ready to come out of the closet. I believe in ghosts.
Yes.
And I think I captured one on camera. Let me know what you think. I was visiting London. It was my last day there and alone. I was innocently Instagramming cute pics of my donuts as I sat inside Magna Donuts on Brick Lane. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary at the time, but as I went to apply a filter to my framed food as clear as day, there was a face reflected in the donut glaze. For many months, I have just dismissed this as, oh God, pareidolia? Is that how you say it? My eyes playing tricks on me?
Oh, I believe you.
Pareidolia.
Parad.
But after binging your podcast and accepting my belief in the supernatural, I saw the photo again today in my camera roll and looked up the location to see if anyone else had reported hauntings or ghost sightings in the area. Here's what I found. When the Truman Brewery was built in Brick Lane, a row of houses was demolished to make way for it, including number 29. That was where Annie Chapman met her untimely end in September 1888, the second victim of an unknown serial killer who quickly became known as Jack the Ripper. But by July 1889, another 6 women had been murdered in London's East End. The similarity of the gruesome mutilations inflicted upon the victims led the police to assume the killings were the work of one man, but no one was ever caught. Meanwhile, Annie Chapman's ghost continues to haunt the street where she endured such a violent death.
Oh my God.
When I looked up a photo of Annie, my chest tightened and I couldn't shake the feeling this really was Annie making herself known and that her vicious murder still goes unsolved. Attached is the donut photo, Annie, and a screenshot showing how close Magna Donuts is to Truman's Brewery. Ooh, Annie. Okay.
Okay.
My photo's really big. So there it is.
I'm looking at this donut.
Me too.
Wait, okay. I want you to look. Okay, if we're looking at the donut, I'm gonna hopefully God, please, God, let me post these on Instagram. If we go,
It's a beautiful glaze.
It's a
That's
beautiful-
like, I would not even think it was a donut. I would think it's a galaxy.
yeah, it's a galaxy kind of glaze. But if we,
Wait, I see it.
yes, right. It's almost like you need to turn it a bit, right?
Yes, like cheeks and all.
Yes. Oh, and there's like a smaller one too.
There is a smaller one.
The smaller one actually might even look more. Do you see what I'm saying?
The smaller one, like to the right of it.
So if I turn,
I see.
Yeah, like you see a nose and
How
lips.
can I see the picture of her now?
There's another one in the email attachment.
Yes.
Let's see.
What? Okay, hold on.
Can you see it? Can you
I'm
see
looking
it?
her up. Okay. I'm looking at the donut again. Okay. Wow. I see two. Yeah, I see two.
Yeah. Let's see.
Whoa.
See this shit?
Yeah, dude.
I see two little faces. That's wild. At first I was
nuts.
like, okay, we see things. That's nice. Good for you. But now that I'm looking again, I'm like, wait a second.
Dude.
That mouth too. It is a very specific shape, little like, because her upper lip is very Cupid's bow.
Yeah. Whoa.
Donuts in London, you don't say? I had no idea.
Dude, that's such a face. That's crazy.
Such a
and
face.
that's such a littler face. Donuts in London, of course.
Donuts in
Wow.
London.
I think that's her for sure in the donut. In the donut.
In the donut.
I read that book, The Five, it's called, and it's about all the victims of Jack the Ripper and like kind of as much of their life stories as humanly possible to figure out.
Yeah.
And it's a good read. Those poor ladies. Like so much of it was just like their husbands abused them. And so they got kicked on the street and they were looked at by society like they were the problem.
Right.
You know, it was a lot of that. It's a good book, The Five. I don't know who it's written by. Let me find out.
Look it up. But man, people aren't treated right. People are.
5 books of Moses. Get out of here.
Not the 5 books.
I don't want that shit.
That's not what I'm talking about. The 5.
The Five by Hallie Rubenhold. Check it out if you're interested in that stuff. If you're interested, you know.
If you
I don't
care.
want to pressure anybody, but if you're interested,
Say it again.
The Five
Bye.
by Hallie. Oh, I just lost it.
That's why I was like, say it again, because I won't write it in the notes. I'll forget. And then our listeners will be like, who is it by?
Hallie Rubenhold.
Hallie
Rubenhold.
Rubenhold.
Marcy, where'd you go?
Where did I go?
Turned off your video?
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to. I was trying
There
to
you
share.
go.
Wait, there we go. The 5 by Hallie Rubenhold.
Rubenhold. Hold, I think. Let me look up one more time.
You know what? I'm going to put it in the notes because now I feel bad.
Yeah, Rubenhold. Like she wants to eat a Reuben.
She's
and hold
holding.
it.
She's like, you won't take it away from me.
Don't you dare take away my Reuben. I wrote a whole book. I've earned this Reuben.
This is my Hallie Rubenhold. Thank you for that's what a reader you are. Okay, shall we listen to a new listener story?
Yes, we shall.
Here we go.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I really enjoy this podcast. Thank you so much for sharing it. It's really nice to hear other people are sensitive to things. I have so many ghost stories to tell, and today I'm going to tell you a story about a time in the Chesapeake Bay. This time, my husband and I, it was before we were married, and we lived in a neighborhood in Washington, D.C., where there was a little local neighborhood newspaper that went around, and one day, often in the very back of that newspaper, I guess it came out once a month, there was an ad for a house for rent, and I'd always been curious about it. And so one time I thought, well, let's go rent the house and check it out. So we rented it. I think it was even for my birthday. My husband and I drove out there, and we arrived on a Friday night. We'd rented it for the entire weekend. But when we arrived, it was already dark because we'd left after work. And I went into the house first, and when I went into the house, I saw a ball of an orb flying, and I was like, oh, there's a ghost in here. But I didn't want to tell my husband because he often didn't believe he just sort of poo-pooed me if I would say something like that. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to tell him. Anyways, so we went inside, and I had seen the orb flying around, and it disappeared, and he came in, and it was a really strange little house. It was a tiny little cabin. It was on a peninsula, so surrounded in 3 sides by water. And the house itself was like had 4 rooms that were built around. There was 1 square in the middle, and then a room off each side of the square. So a square in the middle, and then 1 door led to the living room, 1 door led to a bedroom, 1 door led to a bathroom, and 1 door led to a kitchen. So all off of this center square. And there was nothing in the center square. It was really only maybe 2 meters by 2 meters, this center square that everything was built off of. Anyway, so we went about our business. I think we made dinner, and then we went outside to look at the stars. And when we went to go back in the house, there was, I remember there were bushes on either side of the front door, and they were vibrating, shaking like crazy, both sides of the bushes. So not like there was an animal on one side, but both sides of the bushes were just shaking. And I remember getting chills and being super scared. And so I just ran through because I didn't know what else to do. We were way far out. It was way far out in the Chesapeake Bay. So there wasn't we couldn't drive back to DC at that time. It was super late, and we'd already been drinking and whatnot. Anyways, so that night, we went to bed, and my husband and I were both having the most crazy, horrible, awful dreams. And he woke up screaming at one point, and he was just having the worst. He said, I'm so scared. And I was like, okay. And he said, can we sleep with the light on? And he's usually pretty he's not like that at all. So I said, of course we can sleep with the light on. Anyways, after all of that, he was like, this house is weird, right? And I was like, yeah, there's a ghost in here. He's like, this ghost is really bad. And I said, yeah, it's a really bad energy in here. He said, I think that this wants to hurt us. And I said, yeah, I think it's really bad. So we sort of made it through a fitful night. And basically the next morning, even though we had rented it for Saturday night as well, we just hightailed it out of there. I don't even think we ate breakfast. We just packed up our stuff and left. But recently, my husband and I were talking about it again. And every time we talk about it, we both get chills because it was just the most scariest ghost that I've ever encountered. I've encountered a lot of ghosts, but this was by far the scariest, wanted to hurt you. I think it had something to do with that middle space. That's where I felt the energy the most strong, in the middle of the house. It was really weird how the house was organized, but in that middle space, something very bad had happened. I don't know what. I never looked into it, but anyways, that's my scary ghost story about the Chesapeake Bay house. Thanks. Bye.
That's nasty.
What a weird setup. What the hell's that all about?
Why? If anyone knows why someone would have a another donut. Oh boy, a donut house.
Another donut house. Oh my God.
Well, not
This is
another
the
donut
episode of
house, but
donuts.
another donut. Oh damn, another donut.
Another donut, dude.
Did
Weird.
I just don't understand?
I don't understand that setup.
And then the like bushes shaking. Also being so scared. I hate that.
Yeah, this. I wonder if they left like a review or something on just be like, this place is fucking scary, man. We had to leave.
Cursed as shit. Weird setup.
Yes.
Bushes
Yes.
shaky.
Come on.
Too shaky of bushes for my taste.
I don't need any shaky bushes where I'm staying,
You
man.
take them bushes and you take them right out. Just rip them out of the
Get the hell
ground.
out of here. Wow, that's so. And just like, just being so scared is such a bummer, man. Especially when you're like, this is gonna be a nice weekend.
Having to sleep with the lights on makes me angry. Like that, the need for it makes me just annoyed.
Yes, big time.
Pisses me right off.
That pisses me right off. It does.
Now, why does the Chesapeake Bay kind of scare me anyway? I don't know. Like
I feel there's like, because I immediately was like, whoa, the Chesapeake Bay. There's a lot of history attached to it.
yeah,
You know, just that East Coast. And trust me, I had to look it up because I was like, where is it exactly? But it's like East Coast, Washington, D.C., Baltimore.
Yeah.
Like goes all the way down Virginia pretty much.
yeah.
And up, like where it's like, I think a lot of shit went down at the Chesapeake Bay.
Ooh, 6 lighthouses in the Chesapeake Bay with eerie past. This is from
Okay.
ChesapeakeBay.net.
Okay, ChesapeakeBay.net.
Okay, do you want to hear a little bit about it?
Yeah, give
okay.
me some.
Drum Point Lighthouse on Calvert Marine Museum, or it's on display at Calvert Marine Museum. But
Okay.
for 79 years, it guided vessels at the mouth of the Patuxent River. I don't know if I said that right. During the time, the lighthouse was rammed by a sloop dragging its anchor, and a few years later, an ice flow during the winter. It also survived an earthquake. Okay, let's talk about death. Did any deaths happen?
And I feel like battles and shit happen, right?
Yeah. Eerie
Probably.
past is not. That's just like, oh, weird stuff happened. I want to know about spooky stuff. Anyway, look up eerie lighthouses in Chesapeake Bay. But it does seem a spookity to me.
Yeah. As soon as they said like Chesapeake Bay, I was like, whoa, that's creepy, man.
Something about it. I don't know. And also, is it seafood? Is it just some seafood boils?
Maybe. Yummy.
Spooky seafood.
Spooky. Wow.
Very, very
Yeah, what
scary
the
though.
fuck? I wanna see a picture of that
Me
of that
too.
place.
Me too.
Me too, dang.
Dang it. I'm gonna read it.
Dang
I'm gonna
it.
read a one right now. Let me read one.
Yes.
This
Read a
one
one.
is a spooky house haunted story.
Yes.
Hey, Betsy and Marcy. Actually, it says, hey, Betsy and Marcy.
Oh, nice.
So I have a pretty spooky story for you. Well, to be honest, it was mainly the house I lived in from 2017 to 2019.
Oh.
When we rented the house, it was myself and my partner, Kyle, and the two other girls. No, not the two, and 2 other girls. Got it.
Yes.
We walked through the house and didn't get any weird vibes. We walked through the basement except for one room. Once we moved into the house, which was a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 5,600 square foot house. That's
Whoa.
big.
Shit. Wait, did they say where this was again?
This was in Spokane, Washington, was the next sentence, Betsy.
Okay, there we go. Okay, wow.
We decided to check the property fully. When we looked further into the basement, we found another room which had a multi-hinge padlock on the outside of the door, which seemed unnecessary and weird. We opened the door, and the feeling that came out of the room, I wanted to turn around and leave it alone, but we didn't.
Oh.
What was in the room was super creepy. There was a chair in the middle of the room, broke into pieces.
Nope. That's nasty.
A mattress on the other side of the room, and a giant mirror facing the mattress with construction
Ew.
spotlights facing the mattress. This is terrifying. This is like a torture room. Oh my
This
God.
this is fucked up.
This is fucked up. All of the ceiling was torn apart in chunks, and there were 2 basement windows that had boards over them. We all found it together and were thinking the same thing. Something horrible went on in this room. Oh, we were all immediately super upset, but didn't exactly know what to think of it. We asked the owner about it, but they had no idea what we were talking about. He lived out of state. Anyways, my boyfriend and I took the master suite at the top of the house. The stairs were very steep at the top. Luckily, there was a metal railing at the top of the stairs to help you up the last few steps. The railing
That's steep.
very
Wow.
steep. The railing made a very specific noise when you used it. About a month into living there, I would be doing laundry in our bedroom, which was the door. I would be doing laundry in our bedroom, which the door to the bedroom faced the staircase. And I was
Okay.
standing there sorting laundry on our bed, and I heard the squeak of the railing and footsteps coming up. I said out loud, "Hey, babe, how was work?" No response. So I looked over and no one was there. I stood there like, what the fuck? And I thought,
Oh no.
it might be my dog coming up the stairs. So I run downstairs, and my dog had been outside the whole time. This happened at least 5 times in the 2 years of living there. The present never seemed to be bad, just there. We surrounded the staircase to the basement with multiple crystals and tried our best to never go in the basement.
Whoa.
The energy in the house was never good. Love your podcast so much. Glad I found some like-minded people to listen to. Forever and always, Evan.
Whoa. Oh, Evan. Marcy, I'm so sorry. I have to poop again.
Okay.
And then I'll talk about it.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. This is bad. We're
Okay.
going to be fine. We're going to be fine.
Okay.
BRB.
Recording in progress.
Okay.
Oh.
Whoa. The
was-
basement.
Oh
what the
my
fuck?
God.
What's in there? What
Also,
happened?
owner, you gotta go check on your property from time to time.
Yeah. I feel when you buy, you got to go and then be like, what's behind this door?
I mean,
In the basement.
I worried that it was a tenant.
Yeah. Right?
Ew.
Like
Just being
capturing
a
people or
serial
something?
killer.
Yeah, dude.
Also,
Yeah.
And Evan.
Oh God. And that, like, it is so interesting, those little sounds you hear around your house
Yeah.
that are so specific that, like, it's like it has to be the one thing that causes it. It's
Right.
somebody coming up the stairs, you know.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's so scary.
Toot scary.
Something's up. Something's up there.
Don't like
No wonder
it.
they got such a big old house.
Oh boy, yeah.
Hunted.
You're like,
hunted.
I can get a almost 6,000 square foot. That's like a school. That's huge.
That's gigantic. How big is your house? Do you know how big your place is?
Like-
square foot? I don't know how it works.
You don't know how it works? I
don't
would
know how
I
any of
would
this works.
I would guess mine's about like maybe 900 square feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a
I wonder
cat
how much
room and
mine
everything.
is. Yeah.
No way to know.
Okay. I don't know how to do. I don't understand square feet, man.
You got to measure it.
I'm not doing that.
No, I can't. I
I
can't.
don't want to do that shit. No way.
Not for me,
man.
bruh.
I don't want to measure nothing if I don't have to.
Not over here, dude.
No way. Okay, Marcy, I got one. You want one?
Yes, please.
This is called My Child Can See Ghosts. Uh-oh.
Get rid of
Get
it,
rid of
I guess.
That was my first thought, too. Like, okay, then get rid of them, dude.
Goodbye. It was nice to know you. Goodbye.
Later. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I recently came across your podcast this week and cannot stop listening. I love everything paranormal, and you two keep me giggling the whole time.
Oh.
Thanks for keeping me company while I work from home.
Oh, thank you.
Anytime. Thank you. Okay. So a little backstory. I'm a big believer in ghosts. I've never seen one myself, but I've felt funny feelings before. Titty line. For example, I remember one time I was like 6 or 7 and I woke up one night really scared and felt almost paralyzed. I wanted to go to my mom, but something just kept me in bed. I laid there for what felt like hours and finally drifted off to sleep when I felt a very comforting hand hold my hand.
Oh, that's nice.
I have a suspicion it was my grandpa, but he died before I was born, so I don't know why I thought it was him. I mean, if you get that feeling,
I sometimes
it's gotta be him.
Yeah.
I've had other little things like that happen since then, but sadly, I have never seen a ghost. I mean, that's good, but you've experienced
I think
it.
seeing a ghost is not that big of a deal. If you hear him and feel him, like what's, that's just as scary.
Just as wild, yeah. Anywho, somehow I married a guy that doesn't believe that anything happens after you die. It's just lights out and the world moves on. So you can imagine it's been a personal goal of mine to get this dude to believe.
Absolutely.
He won't admit it yet. Of course. He won't admit it, but I think after a situation that involved our son, he may be opening up to the idea. Here's what happened. Nice. On a particularly hot August day, my husband, son, and I were in the kitchen cooking some brunch. Our kitchen has a sliding glass door that looks out into the backyard. It's a pretty small backyard. It's a pretty small yard that backs up to a cemetery.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's the only cemetery in our town, and there's always people stopping by to visit their loved ones. So it's not uncommon for Louie, my son, to ask, "Who is that?" when someone is in the cemetery. He's 4 and very curious. But this one day, Louie is looking out the door and asks that question. My husband and I go to look out the door, but don't see anyone. I asked, "Who are you talking about, bud? No one is out there." He said, "Yes, there is. Who is that girl?" And points to a grave near the fence.
Oh
my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. My husband and I both look at each other a little confused and say, "Where?" He points to the same place and says, "Right there. What's that girl doing?" I try one more time and ask him to point out this girl, hoping maybe they are just on the other side of the cemetery and I can't see her. Louie is starting to get irritated because I can't see what he's seeing, because according to him, she's right there. My husband asks, "What is she wearing?" And Louie says, "A blue coat," without hesitation. Yuck. I instantly get chills down my spine, and my non-believing husband has a strange look on his face and quickly tries to distract our son with something else. A few hours later, I asked my husband what he thought of it, and he said, "I don't know, but I didn't like it." I, without a doubt, believe that my 4-year-old son saw a girl in a blue coat in the cemetery on a hot August day in Missouri, where the humidity makes a 90-degree day feel like it's 753 degrees. Oof, yeah. My husband may not admit it, but I think he shit his pants a little bit that day, and I feel like I'm a tiny step closer to getting him to believe. Sorry for the lengthy email. It wasn't one bit, but thanks for reading, Ashley.
Ashley.
Wow.
Wow.
Dude, Louis saw something.
Louis
for
saw
Louis saw a little girl in a blue coat for sure.
Because, like they said, why would the little girl be wearing a coat on a 90-degree day? Oh.
Right. And just immediately answering, being like, she's wearing a blue coat. Come on.
Honestly.
And getting frustrated, being like, I see this. Why do you not?
I will say this. Look, keep working with them, but if you need to run away from your ghost seeing child and your non-believing husband, no one will blame you, Ashley.
Nobody will blame you.
Start a new life somewhere else where there's no child seeing ghosts and husband not believing you. So scary.
That's so funny. That's so wild. Your house is up against the cemetery.
Also, there's something so like even more intense about a child being like, the child's not scared.
Right.
So you don't even need to comfort the child. The child is only scaring you.
Right. Yes, there is. That is so wild. Like, yeah, the child's just like, you're being weird because you can't see this little girl.
But it's there. The girl
But
is
she's
there.
right there.
Duh.
Come on, Mom and Dad. You're teaching me how to tie my shoe and you can't see this? I'm not listening to anything you say.
And not a thing you say.
Not a damn thing you say.
Oh, boy, that's rough.
Wow.
That's scary.
Spooky.
Yep. Actually
Yep.
spooky.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good and pretty spooky.
These were all pretty good, I think.
Very good. Very spooky, huh?
Two spookies.
Honestly, too spooky.
Oh, man, you literally did shit your pants.
I did. I had to make Marcy stop twice.
Too scary.
We're doing fine, everybody. Honestly, too scary.
Too scary. Too scary.
Way too scary. Thank you for letting me clean out my system.
Yeah, you gotta clean clean the sewage out.
Yeah, really doing a little spring cleaning.
Well, thank you guys for making Betsy shit her pants and for sending your stories and keep them coming.
Keep them coming. We love them so much.
We do.
And we're going to keep reading them. We're going to keep doing it. Yeah, it's the best.
And we're going to live forever.
Yeah, we're never going to die.
Thank God.
And become ghost stories.
Thank God.
Never. Thank God.
Thank God. All right.
Thank
Bye.
God.
Bye.
Goodbye. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.